welcome back to Anne-Marie Sews. I'm Anne-Marie and this is our VIP Benji. There you go, you can sit on my lap then. Good boy. We are here today with a makes and plans update for you. So I'm going to start off with my makes so far this year, so January and February so far, and then what I'm planning to sew over the next week or so because it's half term week. So I'm going to start off by showing you this very cute, if I do say so myself, dress, which I made with a particular person in mind. However, I think it's going to be given to somebody else because I don't think that the person I had in mind for this is actually going to get enough wear out of it. So I found somebody else that would like it instead. But it's this Patterns for Pirate tiny timeless tunic. It's got an elasticated waist. It's about knee length. I've gone for the long sleeve version with the elasticated cuffs, and then the closure detail in the back is it's just got like the top opening there with you use bias binding to create a little loop and then attach a button. So this button actually came from my great auntie's stash of buttons. So yeah, I just thought that was a nice button to go with that. And this fabric I brought up rather inexpensively from the local market, and I did really want a skirt in this fabric, but then when I decided to make this, obviously I don't have enough material now for the skirt. However, I now think I want this in my size, so I might be going to the market to get some more of this fabric. Oh, and then the facing, just spotted the facing, remembered that this facing here was a fat quarter from one of the So Hayley Jane boxes, because I thought in this chambray, which is embroidered, it would probably be too thick for a facing, like particularly the embroidered bits. The chambray itself isn't too bad, but where the flowers are, it's quite chunky, so I thought just a cotton for the facing would be a good idea. So I've used that was from a So Hayley Jane box, and then I've also put in one of my labels which says Made with Love by Anne-Marie, and I can't remember the name of the company that we bought these. Well, my partner brought these for me. Can't remember the company, but I'll link it down below because I do have it written down somewhere. In fact, actually I think I've got the envelope still. And then the next couple of makes I don't actually have here to show you, and I don't even have photographs of them because I made a couple of t-shirts for a friend's son, and I just completely forgot to take photographs, but they were quite cute. So right, so that was that, and the t-shirts. And then the next thing was, try and do this in some sort of order, which I said was going to happen. This is something ticked off my Make 9 plans. So this is my Harper cardigan. I've gone for the duster length, so it is very long. We'll put some photos in of this. It's using this lovely waffle knit. This is coming up really like much more of a royal blue. It is definitely a navy blue, but it's this really lovely textured knit that came from the Think Pink box a couple of months ago. I can't remember which one it was now. Anyway, so Harper cardigan, I've got it's in the duster length, which is good for when you're outside. It keeps your knees warm. I'm not sure that I like the length though at the moment, but I am going to leave it as it is, and then if come the spring I'm still not decided that I like it, then I'm going to just cut it off and have it as a normal like long length. but yeah, I'm going to leave it for a little while. I just used a little, sorry, speak properly, I used a little piece of ribbon. I think it's called a gauze grain, something like that. Ribbon to stabilise the shoulders. Yeah, very happy with that. Well, apart from possibly the length, but like I say, it works now for being outside. I'm really sorry, I've just lost Benji. Be right back. Sorry about that. Benji needed to get out and the door was closed, so I've just let him out. Oh, I forgot to mention, on this Harper cardigan, I also used one of these labels, which says "You Deserve to Dream," which I think I also used one of those in the t-shirt that I made for my friend's son, but what a shame, don't have any photographs. Right, the biggest make is this. So on my Make Nines vlog, I had some Eglantine and Zoe, I think that's how you say it anyway, fabric that was like a bottle green with like a gold check on it, like gold lurex check, which I absolutely love. And I wanted to make a dress for the awards evening for the run club that my partner belongs to, but I decided I didn't have enough of it. And although I could have ordered more, which I did find there was more to order, I just couldn't decide on a pattern. So what I've decided was I've gone for a different fabric. So that fabric I will still use this year. That fabric's still part of my Make Nine plan, but I'm going to make something else. And I'm thinking I need to twirl the patina blouse by Friday Pattern Company, and if that works well, then I might use that for the Eglantine and Zoe fabric. Anyway, what I decided was I had about 3 meters of this fabric. So this is from Minerva, and it is a stretch, what was it called? A stretch suiting. Yeah, a stretch suiting fabric. I can't remember if there was anything else in the description, but yeah, it's a stretch suiting. And I had about 5 or 6 ideas of what I wanted to make. At one point I was thinking about making a jumpsuit instead of a dress, but because it was formal I wasn't sure that that was quite right for the occasion, and I've never made or worn a jumpsuit before, so I was a bit concerned that I'd make it and then not like it or find it uncomfortable. I'd need to twirl it to make sure that I'd got enough like that the rise was big enough or not too big, whatever. So in the end I was toying between a Patterns for Pirates dress, what one? The So Classic sundress, or I found this by Hand London Anna dress pattern, and I decided that's what I was going for. So it is, I don't know why I'm showing you like this because you cannot see it. I will put in some pictures, but it is a by Hand London Anna dress. I've gone for the V-neck detail, full length with the thigh split where they recommend. I made according to my size, but then so I made it according to my size, but I have taken out about 2 inches from the whole of the bodice, so I definitely need to size down. But if I can go, I think I made actually, yeah, maybe I would have to make the smallest size in the larger size band. So they do a B cup size band and a D cup size band, and I need the D cup, but I need at least 2 sizes smaller than what I than what I've done, I think. Anyway, if I make it, well, when I make it again, I will have to just really pay attention to the size details on there. I can't remember what I needed about it. Anyway, so I've gone for the V-neck, full length, thigh split. It's got a zip up the back, which I've put an invisible zipper in. Quite happy with how that's gone in. The back looks fairly neat. No complaints with that. Where the zipper is. The only thing that I am not happy about is the top, where I've got the hook and eye in, but that's easy enough to take off and redo. I would have done it before the event if I had had more time. So yeah, it's got an invisible zipper in, and then just a hook and eye at the top there. But like I say, I'm not happy with that bit because you can see the hook and eye, which obviously you don't want to see the hook and eye. It should be holding it closer together. So that is something for me to tackle next. Well, another time I will just take the hook off. If I just take that hook off and just position it a bit further across, I think that will fix the problem there. But otherwise I'm quite happy with it. I decided against finishing all the seams, so I started off finishing it on my overlocker, finishing the edges, but me and my overlocker aren't friends at the moment, and there's a lot of seams. Because it wasn't fraying, I decided I would be okay with just leaving the seams raw. They've been fine. That is a really shoddy bit of sewing. That's where I've had to take it in, and yeah, that is not a good bit of sewing. Let's show you this bit instead. There we go. Oh, that's really wonky. Okay, clearly you can tell I was against the clock for this, but anyway, there's my I've just left the seams raw, like that. The only bit where I didn't leave the seam raw obviously was the split, because that would look shocking if I'd done that. So the split is you fold it back and then fold it back on itself and then fold it back again, and then it says to slip stitch that, but I was having a real problem with this fabric. It was lovely to sew, it was a pain to press. Yeah, it was awful to press. So I decided that I'd just machine stitch that, and I think actually that's given me a neat enough look. Oh my goodness, speak properly. So I'm quite happy with that. And then obviously where you folded it back and folded it back again, you've then got to continue that up the back, which I've done there. So that bit was finished off much better than the rest of it. Yeah, so I got lots of compliments on it. Everybody liked it. I'm quite happy with it. Really frustratingly though, so I had 3 meters, and or thereabouts. I think I might have been a tiny bit short on the 3. I brought 3 meters, but then it shrunk when I washed it. But the pattern called for 3.2 meters, and in the past I've always found that I've always got loads left over from different patterns. I've never made a Friday pattern company, no, a by hand London pattern before, but I thought I'd just risk it. Anyway, shouldn't have done, because I went to cut the last panel out and I could only get the knee length version, which the knee length version looks lovely, but not for what I wanted. So I probably will do that version at some point. It wasn't the right thing for that event. So there you go. Right, there was one more make. Again. So my last make of, well, so far is this cushion that I've made for a friend's daughter. I had a load of cushion inserts that I'd brought before lockdown, and then lockdown hit, so I couldn't use them. So I've still got a few of them left, and I've made one of these cushions before, and my friend's daughter, who loves Harry Potter, would really like one, so I said that's okay, I'll make you one. So I've got these 4 fat quarters, which I've cut down to 8 inches by 8 inches, sewn them all together, and then for the back I have got these 2 fat quarters. My other one I use a different back, and I just used one piece for the back. Yeah, cut these 8 by 8, sewn them together, and then just made it into this cushion. So hopefully she will be happy with that. Anybody spot the deliberate mistake there? I'm not going to talk about it. We're going to put it to one side and hope that nobody notices. So they're the things that I have made so far this year. I have had a bit of a disaster though. Well, I've had a few disasters. The other day I put some washing on, and then when I opened the washing machine I found this. So this is my Adrian blouse, which I love. It's in, I don't even know what this fabric is, I think it's a polyester of some description, a stretchy polyester from Minerva, and I think it was really cheap. I think it's in the sale. I think I got it for like £2 a metre. Anyway, love this top. It was a pain to sew because the fabric is really slippery and slinky, but I've loved this top since I made it. And then this is what the washing machine has done. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Absolute mess. Now, I don't quite know what happened. Like I say, it was the washing machine that's done this, which you didn't expect a washing machine to do this. I think I got it caught in the door. I think I overfilled the machine and it got caught in the door, and that's what's happened. But as you can see, it's ruined this top. I can't, there's no way I can salvage that, because that is like the height of my belly button, and there is no way that I'm wearing anything cropped, so I don't think I can salvage it. So I'm quite sad about that. But anybody that's watched my Make 9 knows that I do have another Adrian in my Make 9. So this one is going to go into the fabric recycling. And now I don't know what I've done with the fabric. And this is on my immediate to sew list. I'm going to love this one just as much as that one. It's going to be just as much of a pain to sew with, because again, it's some sort of really slinky, slippery stretch polyester. I'm going to really regret this decision while sewing it up. I know it's going to make a very beautiful top, so that is straight to the top of the pile. I do also have a bright blue fabric that is the same as that one that's been ruined, so I might make that up as well, but it's just a bright turquoisey blue, so I might do that one as well, or I might do something else. So as I said, there's been a few disasters. Whilst I was sewing up the Anna by hand London Anna dress, and I'd run out of the fabric and I was not sure what to do about it, I thought that's okay, I also have the same fabric in a different colour. And so I have got this stretch suiting in this green, which I absolutely love. That's coming up more of a teal, but it's green, like a bottle green, not quite as dark as bottle green. See if I can get it in the right light to get the right colour. No, it's just going to come up teal wherever I put it, isn't it? Anyway, so it's this really nice green. I absolutely love it. And I thought what I'll do is I'll make the Patterns for Pirates sundress in this fabric for the event. So I started cutting this out and it went wrong. I honestly don't know what happened. I cut the skirt panel and then just didn't have enough fabric left. I've only cut one panel, I needed two. I have literally no idea what happened. Anyway, no idea what happened. So I am going to make this into a So Classic sundress, but instead of doing the full length version like I was planning, I'm going to make a knee length version. I think I've got enough fabric to do that. I hope I have, because this colourway isn't available anymore. So yeah, I'm hoping that I've got enough to make a knee length dress. I am going to draw out the size I need to cut onto a sheet of paper and lay it out on top of it first before I start cutting and end up not being able to make something else, because there is definitely enough fabric here for me to make something. What? It remains to be seen, but this is also on my list of makes. Yeah, I'm going out for afternoon tea next weekend, so it might be that I can wear whatever I make for that. If not, I'm going out the weekend after for afternoon tea, so it might be that I wear it for that instead, or just generally have a nice dress to wear at some point for some event in the future. But yeah, that is on my plans for February. And then there is one more thing that I am determined to get started. Only I've lost the fabric again. Honestly, I don't know what I've done with it. It can't be far. It is round here somewhere, because I've got, just here, I've got some a box of fabric, which is meant to be kind of next. Oh, actually, no, I've just worked out where it is. It's fine. So my next thing, I'm not going to get it out now though, because that's just going to be a pain, because it means moving a sewing machine. But my next other thing to work on is my leather biker jacket. So my last plan for the month, well, for the half-term holiday, is this. I'm going to be making the View A, which is the more detailed biker jacket, moto jacket. It's got the zips on the sleeves, the zip up pockets, it's got the extra band around the bottom, it's got the tabs on the shoulders, which I can't remember what they're called. They have got a name. So I'm going to do that in a faux leather. I've made View B before in a faux suede, kind of to toile it. The fit wasn't right, but I don't know that I can make the fit any better, so I'm just going to go with it. Yeah, so that is my next plan. So I've got faux leather for that, which is in a box down here, and the fabric I'm using as the lining is down there as well. It's a pink viscose jacquard satin. I don't even know what it's called. Anyway, it's from Rainbow Fabrics, and it's got like these jacquard hearts on it, and it's a satin, and it's fuchsia. It is like that colour. So I'm going to use that as a lining. However, the reason why this is going to be quite difficult is because not only is it quite a tricky, is it tricky? I mean, it's a jacket. As tricky as jackets go, well, no, you can get trickier jackets. Because it's a jacket, it's tricky. I'm just rambling again. I don't think this is made to have a lining, which is why I think it's going to be a bit more tricky. But what's this? Epaulettes. Is that the tabs on the shoulders? Epaulettes, I think it is. Gusset the bottom edge of the sleeves and a snap or button closure on epaulets and waistband. Yes, must be. Yeah, it doesn't have a lining option, but I don't think that I want a leather jacket that's not got any lining. So I've got to get my head around one of the most complex sews that I think this is as complex as my sewing gets. And I've got to work out how to do a lining, so wish me luck. Anyway, I have rambled quite a lot, considering I didn't think I'd got much to tell you. Although half of the 30 minutes is going to be edited out because it was just me rambling. And I will be back again with a catch-up of my makes, hopefully, in a couple of weeks' time. Thank you very much for watching, and what I probably should have mentioned at the beginning is please like and subscribe. I really do appreciate everybody that likes and subscribes to my vlogs. I do get very happy every time I see a new like or subscriber, so please do like and subscribe. And if you have any comments on any of the makes that I have discussed or my plans, then please leave a comment down below. Right, until next time, see you later.